Good morning, everyone. In the part one of the progressive group task, we saw the basic applications, the rules and procedures, and some basic techniques which we can utilize in the complete task. So here we move forward to the same. So we saw the practical application in the previous slides also. So here the complete structures that the candidate would get there is visible. So here we can see this as the starting line, this as the ending line, and there are some structures in between. And we have been given with these helping materials such as wooden plank, iron rod, rope, and the team has to move from this starting line to the ending line. So here a candidate can always think of solutions and can come to a possible solution with the help of these structures, keeping in mind the stability and ensuring that every candidate is able to go from the starting line to the ending line. So solutions include, so these are part by part solutions of the same. First, the candidates can do is to put a plank on the very first pole that was given in the bounded area, so that all the people are able to go till that place. Secondly, after two people have passed there, so as we can see that this distance is less than 4 meter, so this candidate can easily jump and can also come here. Third thing, we see that after moving from here, there were two structures as such in the bounded area which could be utilized for moving by the team. So here we can see that the candidates are after going down from this, they have come here, and now they would solve these two structures, which we would see in the further slide. So here a ring-like structure is being shown. So what the candidates have done is they have put the wooden pole inside it, and nextly they would put a wooden plank from here, which would get the support from the next end, so as the structure would be stable, and by passing through this, they can easily reach to the finishing line. So by this way we can solve the structure, and we can see that all the team members are able to go from the starting line to the finishing line. This is the second one. As told that from progressive group task 1 to 4, the difficulty level increases. So this is slightly on the difficult side. We can see that we are here also provided with the same set of helping materials, but here the structures are slight a bit more. So moving on with the solution. Wait up. So yeah, first the team members have put a wooden pole in between the two rods and have placed a wooden plank which gets support from the second structure that was already there. So this way all the people are able to move from starting line till this position, keeping in mind that here is red structure, red colored area. So the team members wouldn't be able to use this area, which is shown in the further slide. So from going from here to here is a pretty easy task, because the distance is also less than 4 meter. So the candidates can easily jump from this place to the next structure. Secondly, they have tied a rope and put the drum also, so as the other people are also able to pass. Here the two people that already reached there, they have put a wooden plank, and now they, with the help of rope, they would be tying this so as to provide the stability, because if the people try to move on with this arrangement, they would fall in the bounded area, and that would be considered as a violation of the rule. So this is the structure. They have done it in some other way. They have put in the wooden pole from between the two structures, and they, with the help of this other structure, they have provided a stable support from which the people can move. And this way all the team members are able to go from the starting line to the finishing line. This is group task 3. So again here there are two possible ways which the candidate can choose. This is first path from starting to finishing line. This is the second path from starting to finishing line. So as per the ease, after discussing with the team can choose any one of them, and can proceed with the structures. So here the solution for the first part is, firstly what they have done is they have tied ropes on both the sides, put it the wooden plank over them, and put in the wooden pole, and then they have put the wooden plank so as to provide the support. So now the team members would go from with this structure and will reach here. Secondly, this is a movable structure. So by standing on the unbounded area in between, the a candidate would rotate this structure and would bring it in the direction. So this would also help in the further slides. Secondly, the candidate has put a wooden plank through this type of structure, and seeing this width, it is almost equal that this wooden plank would fit directly, and there would be no need of putting any extra support with the rope. So here we see that the candidates they have the candidates are holding from one end the wooden plank, and the team members are passing one by one. So in this type of situation, at last a person would be remaining. So that person can also be easily taken care by other team members who have crossed the line on that side. They can hold the structure from the other end, and the person can easily move and reach. This is the alternate path, because there were two paths, if you all could have seen in the previous original structure slide. There were two paths. So the solution from the second path would be, as there are some restrictions of colors. So the candidates have put the rope, they've tied the rope on the wooden plank, and they have used in such a way that the red color area is not being touched. After that, by putting the same plank on the white, they have made a slanting type of structure from going from here to here. After this, again they have tied a rope there, and they would use that same plank, putting here and apart from here to here, and this would also be considered as a stable one, because we can see that from one end it would be provided support from here, and secondly the ropes would also provide the needed support. So this way that this task can also be completed. So one thing that you all would realize, that all these tasks can be think of if a person is calm and composed and is able to cooperate well with the team. This is the fourth task. Again here we can see that there are two ways. So let's move on. So the candidates have first placed a drum on the have placed a wooden plank on the drum-like structure, which is visible here, the drum-like structure. So the candidates have placed the wooden plank on the drum-like structure. Secondly, while standing on that drum-like structure, with the help of that wooden pole which they got as a helping material, they kept it over the edge of these iron rods, so that this wooden pole also gets the support and can be used in moving further. So by that support that they created, now they have put the wooden plank right from here to here by standing at the drum-like structure. So by doing this, they have not only created a path from here to here, but have also traversed this place. And secondly, this rotatable structure that we saw originally in that slide can be also used, and by fixing our wooden plank to the next, so both the structures would provide counter support, and they will not move, and the candidates can easily go from there to there. Talking of the alternate path that was also visible. So they have in the alternate path, the candidates have put the plank on one iron rod like structure with a slight horizontal support, and another a drum like structure. These two they have put a plank and they move forward. Secondly, keeping in mind the different color codes, as white is there, so white can be used both for the loads as well as for the people to move. So the candidate, after standing on the drum structure, because again keep in mind the rule that the candidate cannot use this whole bounded area, because if any candidate keeps his foot on this area, it would be considered as a violation, and whole team has to start again from the beginning. So that would be considered as a wastage of time. So it is advisable that the candidate should be cool and calm and should move forward calmly so as to complete the structure. So the candidate has kept the wooden plank in a slightly inclined position on the white color so that no violation also occurs and they are able to also go ahead safely. Another thing is that there were three colors, two white, one red. So the second white can also be used in moving from here to there. So again, the candidate has used a wooden plank structure, and there was one wooden structure was also made on the ground that was taken as a support by the team. So they placed their wooden structure and they traversed this distance also. This is the second. This is when the team reached here. So from going from this place to this place, they took the wooden plank, they tied over there with the help of rope, so as they can also travel from this place to this place, as this distance would be slightly greater than 4 meters. So as to travel this distance, the team had to create some structure which would help them to move from there to the finish line. So this way, these were the 4 group tasks from 1 to 4, and as the difficulty level increases, so a candidate can always come up to the solutions with a free mind, being very cooperative to the group. Thank you.